Hello, this is Sheila Bennett, and today we're going to talk about the use of wikis in education. Wiki comes from the Hawaiian word meaning quick or fast, and wikis are fast and easy to create. A wiki can be something that's made up normally of pages or documents that you post to it. If you wanted to use the wiki for collaboration, though, it's better to use a blog. One of the wiki creators that I've used in the past is Wet Paint, and they give you some things about wikis. They say that wikis encourage collaborative learning and that wikis increase engagement and participation among students, and that they can also facilitate communication between the parents and or guardians of your students and you. Here are some other sites that are great for exploring wikis or ideas about how teachers are using wikis. Some other uses of wikis in education: you can use them to create just a very simple website, or if you're doing projects in your class, you can develop a project wiki and have people post to it what they're doing. If you're authoring something like a short story, you can use it for group authoring. It's a great way to track what your students are participating to the group or what they're contributing to the group. You can also use it for data collection, where you can have polls or surveys. You could use it for just a review of information, or of course you could use it to post presentations that you've done in class. Some other ideas include maybe using it as a class newspaper or using it for storytelling. Maybe students could post their book reports on the wiki for others to read. Maybe you might have your students compose poetry and post it to the wiki. They may do exercises in using parts of the speech, or maybe you might use it to correct samples of writing. Here are just a few other ideas. Using it maybe for science fairs, or using it to solve math problems. Maybe you could have your students do a wiki about geography, maybe having a wiki page for each state and things about the states or about various countries. Or you could just use it for brainstorming and problem solving. There are many wikis on the web today, but here are just a few examples that you might want to click on just to see. These are various subjects. You can see history and geography, anatomy, different subjects in these. Here's some more wikis that you might want to look at. Things like water conservation, or the book report wiki that I mentioned before. There's one of those here. These are services or websites that will help you produce your wiki. I already mentioned Wet Paint. There's also a very popular one called Wiki Spaces, PB Wiki, Media Wiki, Wikidot, WikiHost, and I'm sure there are many more of these that have come about since I did this presentation initially. The next slides just show a few things that you might want to think about before you start your wiki. Again, decide which software package that you're going to use. And of course you want to choose, after you've decided the software, you want to make sure you've carefully read the instructions and make sure you understand how to configure your wiki. Also make sure you understand if there's any cost involved from the site. You want to create some guidelines for students who are visiting your wiki, or other people that are visiting your wiki. Decide who you want to be able to post to it, who has permission to do that, and then just some guidelines about their posting. And then of course you want to spread the word about your wiki so people will visit it. And last but not least, of course, you want to have fun with your wiki. You want to have your students to enjoy communicating with you and communicating with each other.